corazón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, el que trata mal yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
All right, a speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makuri. Will bring you moments of your life. It's I'm just happy after I just came into the studio to ran into the studio to meet this one. Nigeria currently the match against Algeria. That match, actually, I'll tell you the truth, I was a little bit scared of that match going into that one. But currently, Nigeria is defeating Algeria. This is the 74th minute, 2-0. Can you imagine that? 2-0, Nigeria is defeating Algeria, despite all that has been said. I think today's show, we are dedicating it seriously, completely talking about that game. If you're in the viewing center and you're watching, you call us, you tell us the mood in the viewing center. If you're not watching, you can also call us and tell us how you feel about this one. But before we go into all of this, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. The board of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, is running from pillar to post, looking for solution on the age falsification saga following a January 16, 2026 deadline from the World Athletics Integrity Unit, AIU. On December 2nd, 2025, the World Athletics Age Regulatory Body queried the AFN on why 16 out of 17 athletes entered for the 2025 African Under-18 and Under-20 Championships in Abeokuta appeared with multiple and conflicting date of birth. The query from AIU did not go down well with the National Sports Commission (NSC), which vowed to punish any official found culpable. It was learned that some top officials of the AFN are now having sleepless nights on how to escape the wrath of both the NSC and the AIU. There are reports that the Federation has not been able to find concrete answers to convince the AIU on why the affected athletes entered for the 2025 Africa Under-18 and Under-20 Championship had multiple and conflicting date of birth. It will be recalled that the AFN set up a committee to investigate the incident last year. Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Kaduna State have secured provisional hosting rights for the 29th Nigerian University Games scheduled for 2028, marking the return of the biennial event to the institution after more than 2 decades. The Nigerian University Games Association brings together students, athletes from universities across the country to compete in various sporting events aimed at talent discovery and youth development. The provisional hosting rights were conveyed in a letter addressed to the Vice Chancellor of ABU by the Acting Secretary General of NUGA, Yunusa M. Bazar, following the approval of the Association's Council. The letter stated that the award was subject to the signing of a memorandum of agreement between the university and NUGA, while the council will announce the specific date for the games in due course. And back to our topic of discussion. Many of us thought it's going to be a battle of the titans as Super Eagles of Nigeria, as they currently take on the Desert Foxes of Algeria. This isn't just a game. It is a grudge match steeped in history. For Nigeria, the wound of 2019 still fresh. That's 95th minute Riyad Mahrez free kick that broke hearts in Cairo. For Algeria, it's all about proving that they are back on top after a redemption journey that has seen them reach the final 8 with the tournament's meanest defense. At halftime, Nigeria managed just 6 shots on goal and Algeria had no shot on goal. Yet the score line at halftime remained deadlock. The Super Eagles have the physical edge and the lion's share of the possession during the halftime, but Algeria's defense stood resolutely to combat the Nigerian onslaught, or the onslaught of the Nigerian attack. But as it went into the second half, coming into the second half, Nigeria, through Victor Osimhen, scored the first goal, and that has proved very, very decisive when Akko added a second goal after rounding up the goalkeeper. And this win tonight, the winner tonight will face host Morocco in a mouth-watering semi-final. The stake couldn't be higher than any other. And I'm asking today, even as you're watching this game, despite the fact that we always we don't have problem with our attack, our defense. As you're watching the game, what do you think about our defense, despite going 2 up? We remember there was a game we played, we scored 3 goals, and the opponent came back strong. Do you see Algeria coming back in this one? Do you see Algeria coming back in this one? So the numbers to call, let me just give the numbers quick. The numbers to call is 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464, and you can be a part of the show when you comment on our Facebook handle. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Omugabana about calling from Northbank.
Are you at the viewing center?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us what's happening at the viewing center.
No. Like right now, Nigeria, they have already dominated the home field right now. So we are now trying to Lukman is trying so that Osimhen will still score another goal right now. And I'm talking right now. Clearly. So I know that today we just pity the person that will just come. And the whole thing will just jam us with the person. Let me just say, I'm just praying that let the God Almighty just grant Nigeria to win this AFCON. Because we have lost what we have. We cannot lose, and this is the only chance that our boys can make us proud. So they are trying their possible best to make us proud. So I'm very happy.
So Ogunga, let me just ask you one question. On a whole, the style of play, the pattern of play, the technical ability of the squad and even the coach. What can you say about that?
For me, I don't have enough to say about what the coach have done right now. What I'm just seeing in the film, or what I'm just seeing in the view right now, the coach is perfect. Let me just say perfectly, because the stuff that the coach just do right now, it is perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Keep updating us from the viewing center. Okay. That is from Onguga, and he's so aesthetic. You can hear from the viewing center. Okay, we have another caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good evening, Mr. Benjamin Kuji.
Good evening.
Thank you. Speaking with Kenneth from Airport.
Okay, Kenneth, go on.
Thank you. I had to leave the game at least for a minute so I can call you.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I mean, ever since Eric Shell took over Nigeria, today is the day I'm beginning to see the Eric Shell I watched at Mali. During Ivory Coast Nations Cup. Today I'm seeing the Eric Shell I used to know. And believe you me, today Nigeria have proven that yes, they want to console with the fans with this Nations Cup. Because from the first half, they didn't give the Algerians a breathing space. They didn't allow the Algerians to touch the ball. I mean, it was Nigeria all through the first half, down to the second half, and the second half had to pay off the efforts of Nigeria with that Victor Osimhen's goal. And man, you can't get it any better than Victor Osimhen giving you that goal. That goal alone killed the whole Algerian defense and the goalkeeper. You know, they were expecting him to head the ball up.
Yeah.
He showed them that
that is class. That is class.
Yes. I mean, that is it. And that is what we've been expecting from Nigeria. So I also expect them to even give better than what they are giving us today against the Moroccans.
So let's not jump everything, but with all you've heard from Morocco and the complaints from Cameroon, that they were robbed and officiating, do you see this Nigerian team beating the Moroccans?
I have watched football over time now, and we've seen that yes, in as much as we know and we agree that the officials try to be neutral, they try to show their professionalism. Yes, we still agree that there's still that little atom of biasness in them as humans. So yes, it's true the Algerians have been favored somewhat in most of the games they've played, but I believe I tell you, they won't be able to receive any favor from the officials when they face the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
All right, thanks, Kenneth. Okay, the Moroccans, they are not going to receive any favor when they face the Nigerian side. We have another caller. Hello.
Yes, Speedy, good evening to you, Uncle Benny Kuji.
Hey, Speedy, welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yours truly, MC Oliver Mika, better known as Busy Brain, the king of sports.
Okay, Busy Brain.
Live and direct at viewing center where I'm watching Nigeria match.
Okay, tell us what's happening at the viewing center.
Yes, so far we are leading 2-0. And I believe the reason how we started at the group stage where we score 3 goals and they equalized like 2 goals.
Yes.
I don't think that will happen again because they learned most on their mistakes. And the way the boys are playing, they are more attacking. So I don't think the Algeria will have an opportunity to come and score Nigeria.
So do you now believe in this Eric Chell?
I fully believe with him. That is why I've been saying he's a good coach. And if we give him time, he will continue to do more and more. And the Eagles will win. The way the ref is officiating, I love it and I enjoy the way the central ref is officiating. That's why our captain, Wilfred Ndidi, has been substituted and Franco Onyeka have also replaced, but the Eagles are still dominating the game. So I see Eagles winning 2-0.
Wow.
I don't see any of the Algerian players to score Eagles at the moment.
All
And
right.
I said yesterday that it's only Eagles that will eliminate Morocco.
Hmm.
The way they officiate the match against Morocco versus Cameroon, I wasn't happy with the match. For Eagles, with that kind of officiating, Eagles will also proceed to the final stage.
Wow.
Yes.
So for you will say this is the end of the road for Morocco.
Exactly. A person, someone who hosts is not good. The person to just go like that. So we will shift them where they will go and clinch the third place.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for that one.
God bless you for the.
Okay. A lot of fans are already calling and giving their take on that match. Okay, we have another caller again. Hello.
Evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm from North Bank.
What's your name? Oh, we lost that one. You can call back. The fans are actually giving their take on that one. I think for the first time in a long while, this is where the first time where you have Nigeria fans actually being very, very happy watching football. I remember the last time I had this kind of joy was in the 90s. Yes, I watched a game today and I was so happy. Not just that we were winning, but we were dominating play. Yes, we were dominating play, creating chances and playing very good up front and even in the defense. We were very, very good. So wherever you're watching the game, right now it's the 88th minute. If you are not watching the game, it's the 88th minute, and the scores is 2 Algeria 0. And if it ends this way, our next opponent will be Morocco. And there are a lot of that. That will be a discussion for another day. But this match today, what is your take on this? The number to call is 0808 427 5464. 0808 427 5464. And you can also comment on our Facebook. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Once you comment, I'll be here to read your comments live. Okay, MC Oliver, the busy brain said he's watching live, while Jonathan Hile Benjamin say he's also watching the game live. Those are the comments on Facebook. You can also comment on Facebook. I'll be here to read your comments live. Now let's just take from the match, the part of the game I have watched. Let's just take a little analysis and then we'll see if we can receive more calls. Let's just take a little analysis from that one. Currently, as I said, Nigeria is leading that one 2-0. And why is it that Nigeria were better today? I think our strength, this is the first time we are actually using, or let me say from the last game against Mozambique to this very one. This is where we have learned to use our strength. Our strength as Nigerian, this current team, is in the attack. And when you watch that game, you see that Nigeria, from up front, high press. There's high press. We're not even giving the Algerians any chance to even breathe. Whenever they have the ball, the Nigerians attack are always on the defenders. So they are forced to make errors. And players like Victor Osimhen and Akko Adam, they are so exceptional. In the first half, Akko Adam blew a chance that I was so furious, but I think he came back to redeem himself when he scored the second goal after a brilliant pass from Iwobi, and then to a brilliant pass from Iwobi to Osimhen, and then Osimhen, he wasn't selfish and he passed the ball to Akko. Akko was able to round up the goalkeeper and score that one. And then there's also the tactical execution and the midfield control. I think the midfield had been so superb. Yes, the pairing of Frank Onyeka and Wilfred in the defensive midfield gave Alex Iwobi that freedom to dictate the play and feed the forward efficiently. Yes, that midfield. When we used to quarrel when we used to call it Alex Iwobi, we'll say Alex Iwobi was not passing up front. He wasn't going up front, but it was because of the responsibility that has been handed to him. This time around, he doesn't do much of or a lot of defensive work. He focus, and whenever the ball come to him, he bring the ball off and he gives those killer passes. And I think that is one edge that Nigeria had over the Algerians. When you have the two very good defensive midfielders in Frank Onyeka and Wilfred Ndidi, it's just a beauty to behold. Then Nigeria were able to exploit the weaknesses of the Algerians, yes, and the Nigeria are strong physically, yes, and those combinations in the midfield, and if you watch the game, you discover that the Algerians, they wanted to that midfield to cramp that midfield so that the Nigerians could not play. But that strength of the Nigeria and good touch of the ball has given Nigeria the edge, and this is what we are talking about this game, and it's in the 90 plus 2 minutes right now. Still Nigeria 2, Algeria 0. You can also comment if you are watching the game in the viewing center. You can still call us and give us updates. The numbers to call is 0808 427 5464. The number to call is 0808 427 5464. And like I say, if you are so busy, you can also comment on Facebook. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Once you comment, I'll be here to read your comments live. Okay, later on today, there's still another quarterfinal match between Egypt and Ivory Coast. That will be an interesting match to watch, yes. But right now, 93rd minute, Nigeria 0, Algeria 0, Nigeria 2. And we are discussing with somebody, and I said it is today we will actually know the original owners of the Algeria in our name. They are the Al, we are the Nine. So who is the real owner of the Algeria? I think the Super Eagles are truly putting it up on display that we are the real owner of the Algeria. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think another somebody, we were discussing this match later while we were also watching the match. Somebody was giving excuses for the Algeria that possibly it's because the Algerian side are tired. Yes, he said the Algerian side are tired after playing against Congo, and they played that game to the extra time, and into the extra time before they were able to win that one. So they had ample. They didn't have that time to rest. That is one of maybe one of the how will I put it? One of those things that is actually affecting the team, because fatigue. Yes, that there is fatigue in that team. But I will not agree, because I think it was just how many minutes extra time added to that game, and the players had time to rest. So I think it's just a case of Nigeria just being better, both on the field and technically. I think that the Nigerian team are just better. And Nigeria, like if you look at the first half stat that I gave to you, there was no single shot on goal from the Algerian side. Yes, they were completely blunt. Yes, I would say there was no shot on goal from the Algeria side, and even the ball possession was totally dominated by Nigeria. Yes, so if I believe that they even came into this game being scared of they were even scared of Nigeria. When you watch the game, you discover that they were even afraid of going forward. They didn't want to concede. They knew it that if they go forward, they are going to concede. And over dependence on Ryan Mahrez, yes, that is what they have been doing. Any ball they have, are always looking for Ryan Mahrez, and it didn't work for him. I think, and credit to Calvin Bassey in the defense there. He was so exceptional. All the tackles were perfect, and even the midfielders. I think that is one of those things that one of those games that you always watch and you'll be very, very happy with this Nigerian side. It's 90 plus 6 minutes, and again, Nigeria 2, Algeria 0. I don't see the Algeria coming to do anything to the Super Eagles at this point. For me, I would say the Nigerians already have it. 90 plus 7 minutes right now. It's already gone for me. It's already gone, and Nigeria, I would say Nigeria have this one. Like I said earlier, there are also matches, or just a match in there's also a match in Egypt versus Cote d'Ivoire. It's another interesting match where we will want to see how it goes. And let's just talk a little bit about yesterday's game between Morocco and Cameroon. A lot of issues to talk about that game, because the Cameroonians were not so happy with that match, because there were a lot of calls from the referees that people said ought not to be, and that the Cameroonians were cheated. That was how it went, and a lot of complaints. When you go to social media, you see a lot of complaints from the Cameroonians and also other African, especially the Western Africa, the Southern Africa teams are complaining about the officiating in this AFCON. I think this is the one thing I would say has actually made this AFCON for people not to talk so much about this AFCON. The last AFCON, the officiating was exceptional, and right now there's just complaint that the referees are favoring the North Africans. So for me, I think the match right now is 90 plus 8 minutes, and still Nigeria 2, Algeria 0, and this is the much I think we can go. We can take on this show. I am just waiting to face the Moroccans now. For me, I'm just waiting to face the Moroccans, and for me, like I always say, this is where the show will come to an end, and I always say, God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah. Déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oh yeah. Él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor. Es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón. Sabes decir que no. ¿Cómo decirte que te quiero? Que muero por tu amor. Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, el que trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.